in this video I'm going to be teaching you how to find the circumference and the area of a circle. Now this is really easy, it shouldn't take too long, but before I tell you the formulas and show you an example, I'll just teach you how to label up parts of the circle that you need to know. So say I draw a dot that's in the very middle of my circle, okay? We call that the center of the circle, the point that's equally distant from the edge of the circle, so the bit right in the middle. Now if I draw a line going from the center to the edge of the circle like this, that part there, that distance, we call the radius. So I'll label it with an R. Okay, so that's the radius of my circle. Now, if I were to draw another line that goes from one edge of the circle to the other, but it passes through the center, that's going to be called the diameter, so I'll call it D. And you might notice already that if I took a radius here and a radius there and connected them, we get a diameter. So what I can say is that the diameter is equal to 2 times the radius. Okay, or we could say that the diameter is equal to 2r because it means the same thing. And finally, the perimeter of the circle, so the distance that goes all the way around the edge like this, okay, that is called the circumference of the circle. So I'll call that C. So they're the parts we need to know for this video. So say I want to find the area of a circle. The formula to do that is pi multiplied by the radius squared. So pi times the radius squared, and usually we'll write that as pi r squared, like this, okay, because it means the same thing. And say we want to find the circumference. Well, you might see this written two ways actually. Circumference, we could either find it by doing pi multiplied by the diameter, so pi times the diameter, which is usually written as pi d, or you might notice here, because we said the diameter is equal to 2 times the radius, we could also find it by doing pi multiplied by 2 times the radius, which is sometimes written as 2 pi r. And they're the two formulas we need to know. So let's, if I bring them down here, let's look at a couple examples. Okay, so you can see I've got two circles. In this one here I've been given a diameter of 4 centimeters, and this one here I've been given a radius of 3. So let's find the area of both of them. So let's start with this one on the left. Well, the area is equal to pi times the radius squared, but in this circle here we've been given the diameter. So to find the radius I could half the diameter, so this distance here, the radius, is going to be 2 centimeters. And so I'm just going to put that radius into my formula and I get pi multiplied by the radius squared. Well, the radius is 2, so it's going to be multiplied by 2 squared. And then if we work that out, we'll get, well, 2 squared is 4, 4 times pi, we get 4 pi centimeters squared because it's area. Let's work out the area for this circle over here. Remember, it's pi times the radius squared, and we've been given the radius is 3 centimeters, so it's going to be pi times 3 squared, which is equal to 9 times pi centimeters squared. And that's it. So we found the area of those two circles. Now let's do the same thing, but to find the circumference. So the circumference is equal to pi times the diameter, and on this circle on the left I've been given the diameter, it's 4 centimeters, so I'm just going to do 4 times pi, which is 4 pi centimeters, and that is the circumference of that circle. Now let's look at this circle on the right. The circumference, well, that's pi times the diameter, but we've been given the radius, so if I were to double it and extend it like this, we would get the diameter, which would be 6 centimeters. So I'm going to do 6 times pi, which is obviously just 6 pi centimeters. And that's it. That's how you can find the circumference and area of a circle. Hopefully it was useful. If it was, subscribe and check out my channel for other tutorials, past papers, things like that. And go over to my TikTok for loads of worked exam questions. Thanks for watching.